Lance, check it out. Here's one of the early iron swings we were doing with this 8-iron here. So I think you actually hit this one pretty decent. Now, remember the first thing we were doing was going wider with the stance. We're going to go wider. Okay. Now let's dive in just a little bit more here. So definitely what we were talking about with that change of direction and what we were talking about with this right foot here, the weight staying on the inside, and then you're already, by the time this happens, about right here, you're already starting to go. But also, can you see what I'm talking about with the head movement? So see where your head's going here? I want it to be more this direction so it doesn't restrict this backswing so much because you kind of run out of space and then your arms just lift up. Okay, let's get rid of that. You're already moving left, boom. So then we can get to impact. This is the other thing that we didn't get to talk about much here, but like today we were talking about a whole bunch of stuff. But look at your arms here. So see this triangle here. See where you started. See how much width you have here. And then when you get to this point here, T-Rex. And then especially in here. So let me give you a good visual. So check out this guy, Kyle. So you guys are like pretty close to the same spot here going into transition. So look at the difference here of where his head is looking this way. Your head is moved more towards the target, or I guess I should say this way, and then it's looking this way versus his head moved more off the ball and it's over yonder. And look at his right leg. So his right leg is straighter and pinned back. So what I was doing with that right hip, I was sending this right hip back, kind of like you're already getting that recentering movement. So then, okay, these aren't linked up. He's moving way faster than you. It's okay. So now we go into this position. So if we're just looking like straight positions, very different. Okay, so look where his head is, and look where yours is. Oh, okay. Now we'll come all the way down to impact. See, he already beat you there again. Okay, look at the difference in impact. So this is what I was talking about with the shoulders, and then the head here and tilted this way, versus you can see his left ear. I can see your right ear. That would be the opposite, what we're looking for. Okay. Now, what I'm talking about, look at this triangle. So let me unlink these. Let me go back to the beginning here. Look where he started. And look at impact. Boom. Look at his, so like if I drew this one right here, this right shoulder, this is actually really interesting. And this is a common theme of look at the right shoulder. It stays pretty close to that initial triangle at setup. Boom. Now the left one's taller. But I just find that to be very interesting. So look at that. Look at that impact position. That would be different. So now your arms are more bent in here versus his arms are throwing out. And then you can definitely see it more that he gets into here. Boom. Boom. Okay, and then also do you see that your left foot here is, so your toe is off of the ground? You should be pushing into that toe. Not necessarily like you're, so like see where his comes off? And actually look at his foot. See how his right foot slides? How's that right foot sliding? There's no weight in it. That would be the only way it could slide. Now, if we go to, he's moving way faster. It's okay. Here we go. So look where his head is. So yours is gone here. Well, just like overall move more forward. So here be another good visual for you. About right here. Boom. Boom. And then here would be the other good visual I want you to see. This would be a good kind of position for you to copy here. Let me get rid of some of these. Sorry. Here, right arm and shaft in line. Boom. And then this. angle here. So like if you're just looking at the shoulders, his are more down the line at this point. His chest is pointed more at the ball. Yours is more that direction. Okay, and then you're pulling across it, not releasing the club. Okay, so those are the kind of feels we're talking about. We talked a bit about positions today, so those are the kind of things you want to be looking for. I'll just show you his. And not that this guy's like perfect or anything, but I mean he's a professional, plays on tour or played on tour. I don't know if he still is on tour. Just pointing out things in the swing to kind of just give you a visual. Sound good, man? All right, get to work. And by the way, the more of these half swings you could do, the better. Or like you're maintaining this, you're creating this triangle. If you could just go from like here to like skip this part, from like here to here, maintaining this triangle. So you're just getting up to here. Like you're doing those, continue to do those half swings. You're just focus on this triangle going from to here. Boom to boom. Boom. You're going right foot to left foot. You're just kind of rocking that. Then you'll piece together the top. Then like a lot of what we were talking about today with like if you understand where you need to be at impact, your body's going to figure out how to get there. So a lot of that is like a lot of the stuff we're doing is creating that framework for you to kind of just work through. So keep hitting the ground, keep doing those bump and runs. The two questions you got to ask yourself that you hit every single ball, give yourself that, create that feedback loop so you can continue to keep getting better. All right, man, keep it up. We'll talk to you soon.